All right, Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and the bishops who taught us this truth and continues to rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim out here pushing this word in sincerity, truth, and in faith. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, and shalom to the few YAHAWAH, the sisters that's out here listening in all humility. I have another lesson, and I'm going to entitle it, How is he numbered among the children of the Most High? Okay. And it comes from Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Okay, I'm going to read that. I'm going to read the first 6 verses. Okay. But, you know, that's a big question that they're going to have when they see the elect going up. Okay, being saved from the destruction that's coming to this earth. Okay, they're going to be wondering, why are these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being beamed up, going into the chariots and being saved out of this destruction? Why is it them? Okay, and they, you know what they're going to call us? They're going to call us the N-word. They're going to call us spics, tomahawks, coons, and whatever other names they call us. Okay? Low lifes, poor, okay? Degenerates. Okay? All the labels that they put on us, they're going to call us that when they see us going up and wonder, why are we the ones going up? Okay? But we're going to get into it, all right? This is not second Esdras. It's a lot. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, in the Apocrypha, okay? The books that they took out of the scripture, the middle part of the Bible, that they took out of the scriptures that you see today going around, okay? I have a big Bible over here. This Bible here. I have this Bible, right? I have this Bible right here. It's a huge Bible, but it doesn't have the Apocrypha in it, okay? Does not have the Apocrypha in it, okay? Because they chose to take it out because it was too revealing, okay? It named Alexander by name, okay? Too much stuff was in it. All right, like this chapter, okay? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, it reads, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Okay? They make no account of the tribulation they put us through in us building up America. Okay? Free labor. We built up America, man. Okay? We built the White House. All right? All these things, we built their houses. Okay? We kept their farms up. Their industry up. All right? But they, what it says, and made no account of his labors. What's the account? What does an accountant do? An accountant is someone who accounts for the labor and then, okay, the wages, and put it down, okay, we paid him this much and that much on this day, you know, for this service. Did none of that. They did none of that. Okay? That's why the thing about reparations, those talks have been put out there as if they're going to give us, they'll never give us reparations, man. Okay? No matter what. Maybe in the end, when they see the Lord, they're going to want to do something like that. Okay? But it's going to be too late then. And that's not what we want anyway. We want the Lord to come back okay, and give us our reparations. He gonna repair us, okay? It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, okay? When they see what? When they see the men of the Lord standing on their feet, okay, bringing out this truth about the earth, about what has happened, what's happening, and what's going to happen, okay? Not none of this mythical, logical, okay, white Jesus stuff, all this fake stuff. We're not coming with the fake. We're coming with the real, okay? That guy, Cesare Borgia, he did not exist in the seat where he's seated at. Okay? He's seated in they put him in the number 1 seat. And it's deceit. Okay? They put him in the number 1 seat of men, which is YAHAWASHI. Okay? And we're supposed to believe that's the Son of the Most High. So if that's the Son, then the Father looks just like him, which is blasphemy, man. You're going to say that the Most High and his Son had leprosy? Okay? And they try to tell you that leprosy is when you get bumps and stuff, or like boils and stuff on you. No. Leprosy is when you lose the pigmentation in your skin. Okay? It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. Okay, yeah, they're going to be troubled with terrible fear because now they see that their plan and everything that they have been doing to keep the truth away from us, which is a very valuable thing. Just like the lady over there in Israel said, their biggest threat is the so-called young people over in America. The young black people, the young blacks of America. Why she say that? Because we're bringing out the truth, okay, about them, okay, which leaves them nowhere, which leaves them on the bottom, which leaves them going into slavery, which leaves them being put out of the earth, like their predecessors, like Margaret Sanger. She wanted to get rid of us as a whole. She wanted to exterminate us. Well, read the book of Obadiah and see who's going to get exterminated from the earth. Okay? Someone will get exterminated from the earth. A people. Read it and see. It's 1 chapter long. Just read that chapter. Okay? It says, I'm going to read that again. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. And that's what they're troubled with, terrible fear. She's mentioning at one of their summits. When they get together and have all these panels and stuff, she mentioned it there. And that's how we know about it, because it's on there. It's on social media. It's on the news. Talking about we're the biggest threat to them. And we don't have any type of weapons. We have not shot one bullet at them. Not even a 22. Not even a BB gun, okay? We haven't even shot a slingshot at them, okay? It says, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Yeah, they're going to be amazed when they see those chariots coming and beaming up the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? Even the ones that's in their nation. Okay? That they treated like crap of their own people. Oh, don't know. Like the untouchables in India that didn't hang out with the so-called Indians. They had their own community. Okay, what they have, and they don't associate with the East Indians themselves. Okay, they do their own thing. They worship the Lord probably. I don't know their whole thing, but I'm sure they worship the Lord. That's why they don't get along with them. And they call them the untouchables. Okay? The ones they don't deal with. They're going to get beamed up too, I'm sure. Some of them. Okay? What it say? And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Yeah, they look for us to be constantly on the bottom. They look for us to go further and further into servitude and into slavery. That's what they look for. They look for us to remain on the bottom. Okay? The people that the whole earth, everybody on the earth, all these nations, like it says up in Psalms 83, how they came together, okay, and consulted together, all right, and had crafty counsel against and were confederate against us, okay, because they understand who we are. Okay, and they want to keep us down. They want to keep us doing all the things that breaks the laws of YAHAWASHI, the laws that He only gave to us. They understand that. They understand that when we're going off and breaking the laws, that the Most High turns His head and turns His face away from us and don't protect us. Okay, and they want to keep us in that situation. Okay, it says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves. This is what they're going to say. This was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. Yeah, a proverb of reproach, calling us everything but a child of the Most High. Okay. Sending postcards in the mail of them torturing us, hanging us, okay, burning us, okay, having us cooking in their kitchen, like that picture they had of, I think it was Aunt Mama herself, and they had a picture of her and had her chained up to the table by the leg where she was working and cooking all the good food. She had a chain around her leg, chained to the table. Okay, this is what they done to us, man. This is why they think, since the Lord allowed them to do that to us, that we're going to stay in that position. No, we're not going to stay in that position, man. The Lord is He's going to save us, man. This is what this is speaking about. Okay. It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. See? They expect us to go down to Alligator Alcatraz and that's our ending. Or to go on one of these planes and get dropped out of the back of the cargo plane in the Atlantic Ocean and get eaten up by sharks, and that's our ending. No, man, that's not our ending. Okay? You might get to do those things to some of us. Okay? But that's just the judgment of the Lord to some of our people. Okay? The ones that the Lord wanted that to happen to. All right? But his elect, that's not going to happen. Okay? And if it does, the Lord is going to raise them up first. Okay? And going to come back and get you. You're going to get gotten, evil E. Okay? You and these other nations. For everything that you did to the Hebrew Israelites, you're going to get paid back double. That's written in the scriptures, man. Okay? That's all that's on my mind. Okay? The destruction of this place and destruction of you people, man, out here. That constantly when we go out, we make this world a better place by inventing all these things, keeping this world running. Okay? And you treat us like crap. like we're dumb in the street. But that's how you're going to get treated. All right? It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God? It says, of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, and his lot is among the saints. We are the saints. Okay? We are the saints of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. The Israelites are the saints. Okay? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. Okay? No, it didn't rise upon y'all because you're not chosen. You're not the people of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. He has one people. You can keep on trying all you want to make you fit these prophecies and somehow make you fit inside being a child of the Most High. See, it said, for God so loved the world that he gave his own. See? No, man. No. Okay? No. That world is cosmos. You got different types of worlds. And that means a specific group, a sect. Okay? He only came and died for his people, and he only died for the elect of his people. He didn't even die for 2/3 of our people, because they're not going to get saved on this side. His death was for the salvation on this side. Okay? Yeah, they're going to get saved. Okay? He died for everybody. But the rest of them are going to have to come back through the loins of the elect. Okay? It says, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. No, you heathen have not known the ways of the Lord at all. Okay? It says, what hath pride profited us, or what good hath riches without vaunting brought us? Nothing. Because that pride is not going to get you anywhere with the Lord when the Lord comes back. Oh, we're the Edomites. No, the Lord, what the Lord going to do? He's going to strike y'all down. Oh, we have trillions of dollars we can give you. No. Lord don't need that. Okay? None of that is going to profit you in a day. It says all those things are passed away like a shadow. Yeah, those things are going to, even though you have it, it's going to be passed away because you're not going to be able to use it. It's just like when they cut out the dollar. You might have thousands of dollars in cash, millions of dollars in cash. But when they cut it out and it's no longer currency, it's no longer current, then it's useless. Okay? All those things are passed away like a shadow. It's going to be passed away like a shadow. And as a post that hasteth by, and as a ship that passes over the waves of water, which when it is going by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the keel in the waves. Yeah, you're going to be as though you've never been, like it says in Obadiah. All you nations, you're going to be as though you had never ever been, man. Read that up in the book of Obadiah. Okay? It's only one chapter long. It's a very good book. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay? It says, or when a bird hath flown through the air, There is no token of her way to be found, but the light of air being beaten with the stroke of her wings and parted with the violent noise and motion of them is passed through, and therein afterwards no sign where she went is to be found. That's how it's going to be about y'all rulership, man. Okay? There's no sign. It's not going to be a sign of it. Okay? You're not going to know you guys rule when the Lord brings his glory down. Okay? All that stuff is going to be done away with, man. Okay? Or like as when an arrow is shot at a mark, it parteth the air, which immediately cometh together again, so that a man cannot know where it went through. Even so, we in like manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign or virtue to show, but were consumed in our own wickedness. Yeah, the wickedness got us, and then what? We died. Okay? And the people that's dead now, you don't know. You may see some things that they built, but their physical self, no. It's as if they were never here. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust that is blown away with the wind. And you other nations, you are the ungodly. Okay? Like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with a tempest, and passes away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day. Somebody that comes stay at your house for a day and then they're gone. You go in the room, okay, you might smell their perfume or cologne, but you don't see them nowhere. It's as if they wasn't there. But the righteous live forevermore. Yeah, the righteous, which are the Israelites, are going to live forever, even until forever. That's eternity. Okay? That's what we have coming. Regardless of what you put us through on this earth. You're not the end of this thing. You're not the, what is it, the word? How does it go? The end all, to say all, end all. You're not the end all. You're the ending of this world, yeah. But the beginning of it is Jacob of the next world. Okay? The world that follows. It says their reward also is with the Lord, YAHAWASHI, which is that new covenant, man. He's going to take these corruptible, mortal bodies off of us and put on the incorruptible, immortal bodies on us, man. That's the reward. And we're going to live for eternity. You're not. Okay? And the care of them is with the Most High. Okay? That's who cares for us. YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father. He said that we were the apple of his eye. And that you shouldn't have never put your hands on the apple of his eye. You shouldn't have never did it, even though he gave you the okay. And put it in your spirit to do it. You shouldn't have never did. You shouldn't have never. Okay? Because you're going to have to pay for that. It says, therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom. And a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. Okay? For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. All right? And you think you're gonna get over on us, man. You really think that you're gonna win by destroying us? The ones that you destroy, you think that that's it, their life is done. No. No. The Lord gonna raise them up. And they're going to be able to get up and destroy you as many times as they please in 1,000 years. Okay? Because that's what you did. You had no mercy on us at all. All right? So you're not going to receive any mercy from us. It says, he shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. What creature is that? The nation of Israel. That creature that was made subject to vanity. Okay, that was made to sin. But in the end, he's going to make not to sin. That creature. You could read that up in Ezekiel 25. I think it starts around verse 12. Okay. It says, he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, and true judgment instead of an helmet. Okay? Judgment is coming to you. Constantly doing all these things unto us, making all these new whatever you call them, new laws. Okay? Making it to where, yeah, you could just go in our neighborhoods and just pick us up, put us in trucks and vans and, do whatever it is you want to do to us. You're not getting away with that at all. At all. That's you building the case against yourself. Everyone you take is going to be taking two of you. Okay? It says, he shall take holiness for an invincible shield. Okay? His severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword. And that's come from the scripture, put on the whole armor of the Lord. And this is that armor. Okay? His severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Okay? It says, then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. What is that? Those ICBM missiles, man. They're going to fly to the mark. And what's that mark? Over here, this place they call the United States of America. In the Bible, it's called Babylon the Great, which are to be destroyed, which will be destroyed by the 200,000 horsemen, which is representing these thunderbolts. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad. Yeah. They're going to go abroad from where they were made. Whatever country they were made in, they're going to go abroad and come to this place. Okay? The mark is America. It says, and hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow. There's that bow go again. Okay, the bow and arrow. Okay, the bow is the silos. Okay, and the water of the sea shall rage against them. Okay, and the flood shall cruelly drown them when they go up into the heavens, man. Okay, yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth. And ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty. Yeah, it's gonna be ill with y'all. It's gonna be ill. Those ICBMs gonna be ill on the earth when they come. Eve ill. Ill. When you're ill, you're sick. This place is going to be ill. It's going to be sick. And it ain't going to be able to be healed. That's what it said. Can Babylon be healed? We would have healed her, but she is not healed. Okay? We would have healed her, but she is not healed. Okay? Because it's meant for this place to get destroyed. Okay? But how is he numbered among the elect? Is that how I named it? What would that name? Yeah, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High? How are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, how are they numbered among the children of the Most High? How are they the only ones getting beamed up and getting taken out of here and going through Jacob's troubles unscathed? How is that? Because we trust in YAHAWASHI. He put it in us from the beginning, from his beginning, okay, to go through all the things and still maintain trust in him. Through all the adversity that we go through, we still maintain our trust in him like Job. Though he slay me, I will maintain my trust in the Most High YAHAWASHI. Doesn't matter what he does to me, because whatever he does to me, he's justified in doing it. And I understand that. Okay, I could have done some stuff he hated in a past life or in this life that he just didn't like and gonna get me for it. And if he does that, then it's up to him. That's his will. Okay? That's his will, and his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay? So I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, it was edifying. Until the next time, I want to say, Shalom.